When do you say the rings of power?
When I'm talking to the dwarves.
Oh, that's why I don't.
These are rings of power.
Oh, yeah, no, I am there. But I'm lurking. I'm lurking somewhere in the outskirts.
What are you praying?
Yeah, I think taking a glass of wine away from you or something like that. Remember there was a lot of wine in that?
There was. That wine's gone.
We'll forget about that. They cut it. Saying the Lord of the Rings. I think I said that probably about 50 times. It was recorded in ADR, in the vocal booth. I gave you some temp dialogue on the day, but really it wasn't that good because I had to read.
Well, it worked for me on the day. Gave me what I needed.
Yeah. You always feel a bit of pressure when you're saying the title.
Of course. They're rings of power. You just... So I tried to do it with as little kind of spin as possible.
Yeah.
Hi, Charlie. Hi, Charles. How are you guys both doing today?
Very well. Thanks. How are you?
Doing great. Thank you so much for taking the time with us to chat about this amazing show. We love it so much. And we really gotta start off with the first question that I think is very, very important. So, Charlie, what was it like to say the words "The Lord of the Rings" in a show about the Lord of the Rings? And Charles, what was it like to say "The Rings of Power" in a show called "The Rings of Power"?
When do you say the rings of power?
When I'm talking to the dwarves.
Oh, that's why I don't.
These are rings of power.
Oh, yeah, no, I am there. But I'm lurking. I'm lurking somewhere in the outskirts.
What are you praying?
Yeah, I think taking a glass of wine away from you or something like that. Remember there was a lot of wine in that?
There was. That wine's gone.
We'll forget about that. They cut it. Saying the Lord of the Rings. I think I said that probably about 50 times. It was recorded in ADR, in the vocal booth. I gave you some temp dialogue on the day, but really it wasn't that good because I had to read.
Well, it worked for me on the day. Gave me what I needed.
Yeah. You always feel a bit of pressure when you're saying the title.
Of course. They're rings of power. just... So I tried to do it with as little kind of spin as possible.
Yeah.
We love that.
An ace on it.
No.
What's so nice about going into season 2 is, Charlie, you get to obviously, finally reveal that you are who you are in this series. And I love the relationship and the rapport that you both have with one another, and seeing Celebrimbor and Annatar or Sauron working together, working with one another. I'm curious, is there something that you learned about each other since you got to work together so much this season?
I think maybe we have a similar kind of quite low key approach to working,
and that's what I'd say as well,
and one that I immediately felt comfortable with, and because we knew we had to tell this big story together, and I'm not a huge fan of over analyzing. I mean, I love to analyze, I love to work and examine, but I don't like to talk about it that much.
I'm the same.
When it doesn't need it, and sometimes that cannot be the case. So. It was nice to get the measure of each other's working procedure, and also to once we'd done the heavy stuff, offset to laugh a lot, to muck around,
maintain levity, maintain a real sense of lightness despite the darkness of the material, because it helps you get through. Otherwise, I don't know how long we filmed, months and months and months. It'd be a real slog if it was constantly dark and heavy.
Yeah. It was a fantastic crew as well. The atmosphere on that set every day was really excellent.
Yeah, it was.
And, so we had a real ball doing it.
We love that, and you definitely see that in the first 3 episodes that we saw. So we're excited to see how that evolves over the rest of this season.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for sure. And Charlie, what we loved so much about the beginning of this season is we're really getting Sauron's view for a lot of what has happened. And we're curious for yourself, what do you think Sauron wants to be remembered for in Middle Earth?
I think for him to be the one that can say, I fixed Middle Earth, that Middle Earth was in trouble after Morgoth was overthrown. It was torn to pieces. It was kind of a post-apocalyptic wasteland, even though it's not. But it's divided, and I healed it and brought it back. We know that's what he wanted, and Tolkien wrote that very specifically to kind of, he used the words reorder and rehabilitate, and that's what he wants to be remembered for. He's just a good guy trying to do good things for everyone.
Very misunderstood.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Misunderstood.
Charles, what would you say the same thing for Celebrimbor?
Well, do you know what? The more we do these interviews, the more I realize that there are some similarities.
Are you Sauron?
He wants to leave a legacy behind of a similar weight to that. He wants to he wants to create something that is going to achieve that.
Yeah.
But he means it, as does he. This is the problem. Therein lies the problem. He's doing it for other means.
Yeah.
And I am doing it for the means of Middle Earth. But you think you are too. So
yeah. But deep down, I think I have more tendency towards the dark.
I would suggest that was the case.
Classic struggle.
Charlie, Charles, thank you both so much. You're both so wonderful to speak to. You're lovely, and we cannot wait to see where this season goes, and we hope we get to talk to you again.
Thank you very much.